I don't know how much of the previous one got recorded because I hit play and then I just looked up and the phone was off. So, sorry folks if this is a repeat. 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. And that is the timer to check the cinnamon rolls. Let's see how they're baking. Oh, they're baking up nice. Oh, I just dropped my... Okay. So let me show you where they are. But see, obviously they need more baking. But I'm going to turn them around. Oh. And I'm going to put them back in. Shut the door. And it says 18 minutes, but that's only half the cooking time. So I am, okay, I'm going to do another 10 minutes. So, what I was saying about brown sugar. When you store your brown sugar, put a slice of apple, just set it on top, close it up, and store it. And the slice of apple helps keep your brown sugar soft. I was measuring out my brown sugar, and you can see how nice and granulated it is. And I have probably not used this brown sugar, and this is dark brown sugar. I have probably not used this since last Easter. And there's been an apple in it. And I open it up, and you can see how nice and powdery it is. So, there's my brown sugar. I'm going to make the streusel topping. So I'm going to put 3/4 a cup of brown sugar. And oh, see, I don't measure stuff. So, here's rolled oats. And I'm going to put 2 tablespoons, probably heaping. Here's a half of rolled oats. And I'm going to put some cinnamon. That's not cinnamon. This is cinnamon. And the cinnamon is a good half a teaspoon. Good half a teaspoon of cinnamon. And I'm going to put a little bit of nutmeg in there. Now, nutmeg is really strong. Do I have nutmeg, allspice, mace, cloves, bay leaves? I know I have nutmeg around here somewhere. Okay. Hold on while I find the nutmeg. Okay, we're back. I couldn't find my nutmeg, but something I learned recently is mace is actually made from ground nutmeg, the whole part of nutmeg. There goes my timer again. So, I'm going to use a little bit of mace. I smelled it. It smelled just like nutmeg, but maybe not so strong. But nutmeg itself is a very strong spice, so you don't need a whole lot. So I'm going to use like that much. Okay? And that much is probably 1/8 of a teaspoon. Okay. So we heard the timer go off. And where did I put my... Here it is. So let's pull out our cinnamon rolls. It's been 20 minutes in my oven. Now, in your oven is probably more accurate than mine. So, there they are. And they feel kind of doughy. So, I'm going to take them out now so that they can be baked a little bit more later with the topping on it. So, I took some out, back to the streusel. So I have 3/4 of a cup of dark brown sugar. I have probably 2.5 to 3 tablespoons of rolled oats. I have probably 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/8 of a teaspoon of mace. And so now we need to put the butter in. And I need to melt the butter. And I don't have a microwave because I live off-grid. And microwaves take too much electricity. And I don't want to use it. I actually sold it. So, I'm going to put that set up there. This is what I use to, like if I want to rewarm my coffee or tea or melt butter. This is the little pot that I use. And the butter I did get out. I'm using salted butter. And I'm going to use, well, I think I'm going to melt half of a cube. And we'll see how far that goes. So I'm going to light my burner on my oven, or on my stove, actually. Front. Okay. And then I'm going to set my little pot and melt my butter. And I really like this. This is not the butter that I use, but I really like this container because it fits real nice in the shelf in my little refrigerator, and it holds about a whole cube and maybe a quarter of a cube of butter. And so that's what I have. My butter is melting. Yes. There's Biddy. She sees me over here preparing stuff, so she thinks it's lunchtime. So there goes. My butter is melting. But like I said before, mace, the spice mace, is made from, I think they said, the shells of a nutmeg or the outside coating of nutmeg. But it's not quite as potent. So my butter is just about melted. Boy, and I'm glad I learned that, because I can't find my nutmeg. I have nutmeg, regular, the nuts, in a grinder, but I rearranged stuff and I can't find them right now. Okay, let me shut off my burner. And there, I don't know if you can see the butter, but I'm going to pour some in here. About half of that. And then stir it around. Just kind of get it streusely. So I can spread it on top of my apples. And again, I'm cheating because I'm using apple pie filling I bought from the store. reason I'm doing that is the same reason I'm making the streusel, or using the store-bought biscuits, because I don't have a ton of space in my kitchen right now. So I'm kind of making myself easy on myself. So that was just about the perfect amount of butter. See, it's holding itself together, but it's still kind of, I don't know what you call it, topping-ish. Okay, so there's our topping. Let's clean up our counter space a little bit. And where did I put it? Okay. Is that hot? Nope. Oh, better open my can of apple pie filling or topping, it says. So, and this is a 21-ounce can. I would have liked a smaller can, but I couldn't find a smaller one. So that's what I'm using. So there's my can of apple pie filling and a spoon and one of my pans of oh, look how big those pieces are. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's going to be a problem. I should have poured some out and taken a look at them, because those are really big chunks of apples. I would have liked smaller chunks like that to put on this, but we will improvise, and I will cut as I take them out of the can. So can you see that? I hope so. The sun, I don't have a light on right now, and the sun is going in and out outside. But when I look up at the phone, it looks like I have plenty of light. So let's see how this turns out. I hope it turns out well. Alright, so I'm slicing up apples as I take them out. So I hope your Christmas has been awesome. Mine was very quiet. I spent it at home. I actually took the day off and didn't do a whole lot, but slept. So I need the sleep. I haven't been sleeping real well lately. And so I just kind of sat around and watched shows on Netflix, and a couple of people stopped by to wish me Merry Christmas, so that was really nice. I called my family, and my family called me. And took care of some business online just 'cause I could. Alright. So that one can use another piece. Let's see if I can find another piece. Okay, get on there. I know, I just licked my fingers. Don't do that. Okay. And now some streusel topping. And I'm just going to grab it with my hands and sprinkle it over. So that amount I made, oh, that smells so good. I tell you that cinnamon and the mace or nutmeg, if you choose, just gives you some aromatics that are just killer. Okay, whoop, I spilled. Alright, there's that set. Let's see if I can get that piece off there without, well, it ended up on the counter. Okay, so I'm going to put this one back in. I need something to wipe my hands. Back in the oven. Set the timer for 10 minutes. And we'll top the other set. Now this set, I'm going to put a lid on it. And this is going to be a gift. I'll give a secret, but so I can't release this video until I get hold of him. But this is going to be for Jim. Because when we pulled up to Flying J, and he saw the ad for cinnamon streusel, cinnamon rolls, he goes, ooh! And so when I went inside, I was going to buy some, but they were sold out. Dang it. So we didn't get any. So I thought, well, I'll make them. And this can, even though I think maybe it was too big, it may be just right. You know, like Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So, there's my pieces of apple. So I'm just cutting up the chunks of apple as they come out of the can. Get back up there. And I'm getting my hands all sticky and messy. Come on, get on there. So, New Year's is coming. Can you believe it? It's already almost New Year's. Not sure what I'm gonna do for New Year's. I could travel to Chicago, spend it with my son and his family, but can you imagine trying to fly in the winter with the weather being the way it is? And flying is not my favorite thing to do. It is actually just about the lowest thing on my list of things I prefer not to do. That's probably about all I can fit. And there is about that much apple filling left in here. So that was just right. Loosen up my streusel. Okay. Oh, shoot. These came with lids. These pans came with flat lids. I was looking for the kind that has like the plastic raised top ones, but they didn't have them. So I got the flat lids, but I am not going to put the flat lid on it. I'm going to cover it in tin foil so that everything doesn't get squished on top of my cinnamon rolls. Okay, wipe my hands. And this is going to be for my friend Jim. Okay, it has been, let's see, we set it for 10 minutes. There's 3 minutes left, so they've been in there for 7. So let's check. Where is my... Let's check and see how this is doing. Ooh, 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 ooh. Looks really good. Oh my goodness. Whoop, can't see. Okay. I'm going to move this one. Set this one here. Set that one there. And there you go. Now I could probably put them in there for 3 more minutes. Oh, that was a little bit of the streusel topping. And it's pretty nutmeggy. But there we go. baked cinnamon streusel apple. Let's see, streusel apple cinnamon rolls. It's like the kind they have with that, the company that starts with Cinna. They're putting out cinnamon apple streusel rolls. And they look really good. So thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to view my videos. I appreciate you all. There is this topping that comes with the cinnamon rolls in the package, and I could put it over, but I think I'm not going to do it right now because this is probably pretty super sweet. Now, I do prefer a cream cheese topping, you know, a cream cheese frosting on my cinnamon rolls. And that would probably be really good with these. But I'm just going to eat them just like this. And we'll try the cream cheese frosting later. So I'm going to touch that. Feels pretty done. Oh my goodness. All right, should we taste it? I know everybody tastes the food online. So, there's my, I'm going to get one out. And we'll do a taste test. Boy, I hope it's baked all the way. Okay, gotta get between and separate them out. I probably should have waited a little bit while they cooled, because everything's kind of running all over the place. So don't taste them right away. Let them cool. Oh, I lost one of my apples. But see, they look cooked all the way through. Get back up on that one. Stay there. I know my presentation is not like restaurant style, but we're off grid, so it's easy for me to get over it. So here I'm gonna cut my cinnamon roll. Does look baked all the way through. I have a chunk of apple on there, and I'm gonna taste it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nummy nummy for my tummy. This is yummy. I probably, well, I don't know if I'd improve it at all. The baking turned out just right. I don't know if you can see it, but it's baked all the way through. The apples and the topping is all warm. And does not need the cream cheese frosting. You could even eat this with some vanilla ice cream on the side. Ooh, that'd be yummy. Alright, well, thanks for watching my video. Love you all. God is good. And Sherry, the secretary, says we'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.